Good morning and welcome aboard Carnival Miracle. Just some quick notes before I start the quick little tour. I think Carnival Miracle was built about when maybe Ulysses S. Grant was president. And yes, it's an older ship. It's one of Carnival's mid-sized, or I would say smaller ships. It definitely does not feel crowded at all, even on the sea day we were at yesterday. But I thought I would walk you through a typical interior cabin. This is the first interior cabin I've ever stayed at Carnival, and I just wanted folks to see what it was like, especially those that have endless questions. If you're a little too nosy, it's cabin number 8256, and it's aft of the ship below the Serenity deck. So far, so good, no noise at all. It's actually been a very quiet cabin to stay in. So I'll walk through now. There's a little bit of a mess because me and my 10-year-old kid did stay here. My wife and daughters are across the way in the balcony cabin, just directly across. So I'll turn around and just show you the entryway, pretty typical of most interior cabins, and show you the storage space real fast. This is actually pretty decent for an interior cabin. So the first one I've got my clothes, don't judge me, and the ever-present life jackets, which actually take up a lot less room than a lot of the other cabins I've been in. This is my son's, and then of course we keep our other smaller luggage down here. There's another bar there if you need to hang it. The room steward said if we need more hangers, we could get them. Here's the shelves, and the third from the door. Plenty of space for two people's clothing, unless you pretty much buy out Macy's every time you go in there. This is a very typical area for most interior cabins that I've seen pictures of or have walked into. This is just getting ready. It actually does have a small stool. Hey, I'll be out. I'll be right. Yeah, that was our room steward. Anyway, does have a small stool and desk and a pretty old telephone and typical lighting areas for that. Bathroom is very, very typical. Now, one thing I have noticed is that I've been on Norwegian, I've been on Royal Caribbean, I've been on a ton of Carnival boats. This one is a little bit larger than most interior bathrooms, and you have your typical curtain. Luckily, this one does go all the way down to the floor. I actually just showered. I'm not going to show you proof of that. It's not that kind of video. Actually just showered, and not a drop was actually in there. So you look, typical shelves, plenty of shelving, plenty of storage space. I only saw one little outlet up here, and it's not gonna, unless you have the foreign plugs, it's not going to work. I did not find another outlet. There are some smaller shelves down here for toiletries and your trash can and all that, and then plenty of space up here for whatever you need. So taking a quick peek back outside, take care of a little business there. This was where I slept last night. I'm 6'4". I'm a big guy. I'm well over 300 pounds, and I was comfy. It was fine. Sleeping on a twin bed. It was a very, very soft bed. Not what I'm used to, but it was pretty comfy actually once I kind of settled into it. My son, same thing. You can get these put together, of course. Have you a nice king-size bed. There are no Pullmans up here. This one is made to handle two. We messed up a little bit because we had somebody that wanted to come along later, and I wish we would have gotten the ones with the Pullmans up there. When we've had kids stay with us before in balcony rooms or suites, we have had Pullmans before. Plenty of dresser space. I honestly think it's a little overkill for what you have. This was where Carnival differs a little bit, I think. When we were in Norwegian about a month ago, they didn't have anything like this. I mean, the TV was kind of off here next to the closet, and there was nothing here. Now, down there is your fridge, and You know, it's pretty small, like what you're kind of used to. And then here was your safe, which that took me a second to find. Usually I'm used to it being over here, but it was right there. It's actually room key activated, which is a little bit older design, but, and we're decorated for our Charlie Brown Christmas there. The TV's up there. It's pretty small, but it's ample for the room. And, of course, the ever-present remote, which works for about 30 seconds, and then you have to mash down on the buttons just like on any other cruise ship. So, anyway, hope you've enjoyed it. And, again, 8256, if you really need to know. Any other, just shoot down questions. I'll answer them. And happy cruising.